Welcome back, denizens of the den. It is Monday evening, and we are back with Oblivion. Last time we found out that our dead drops have been being tampered with, and that we are actually systematically slaughtering all of the Black Hand. So now, it's time to find this traitor and perform one final silencing. Let's get into it. Okay, so we should still be in Broville. Where are we headed? Danville. Alright. So I think before we head to the dead drop, we're going to take care of one more thing. First, we got to get out to the dock. Technically, it's not murder. Yes, there is always room for murder, and we are the silencer of the Black Hand, so murder's kind of our thing, but I don't know if this constitutes murder is all.
Greetings.
Hi. That was quite jovial. Alright, so we want to check our map real quick. Because we want to go right about here. I want to make sure... There we go. I want to make sure we're headed in the right direction. Dunbarrow Cove. It would appear that there's a cave that leads under Castle Anvil. It might be worth a look. That is exactly where we're heading. Although it's very confusing, this map marker. Because it pops while you're over there. The entrance is actually over here. Grab some alchemy ingredients. Whoop, we need that repair hammer. Okay, that's followers to the Gray Fox. Now, the reason I don't know if it constitutes murder. I followed the rumors and found Dunbarrow Cove and the remains of the Black Flag. However, the caverns are overrun by the skeletons of the pirates who perished here. I'll have to put them all to rest before I can begin to refit the cove. So, is it murder if they're already dead? Whoops. That is an oops. I didn't keep an eye on my health. This time, try our ever trusty handy dandy bow and arrows. You thought. You know, I'm not bad with this bow and arrow, considering I never do marksman. Why so much beer? Man, that shit has got to be skunked by now. I'll take some gold nuggets. I can hear my Discord, but I can't see my Discord. Ah, it's Olav. He is also going live. Okay, so now comes the part I absolutely hate. Yeah, this dude. Captain Dougal. Because you have to fight him in close quarters. Luckily, we duped all those potions of healing earlier. Yeah, we'll make this a true pirate fight. Pull out the cutlass. Come on. I'll take your cutlass just in case. Well, just because, actually. Alright, let's start reading his journal. Third Era 286, or thereabouts. I'm finding it unlikely that anyone will be finding this journal, but if they do, know that here be written the last words of the great Captain Toradon ap Dougal, scourge of the Abyssinian Sea, terror of the Gold Coast, cutthroat of the Hunding Bay, and Lord Captain of the Red Sabre, the finest band of buccaneers and pirates e'er that sailed Tamriel. I ain't a man with much use for words. I ain't never been to no academies, and I ain't never wrote no books. Words ain't never earned me no gold, so they's worthless to me. That's why you have quartermasters and first mates. But I'm gonna be setting my last thoughts down here on paper, 'cause I ain't got much time left here, and it's every man's right to have his words heard. Now, me business was fighting, sailing, and looting. I became a leader of sailing men, most feared in history, or so they tells me. Now, before you be getting ahead of yourself, let me be warning you that my tale does not end well, as I'm sure you can see from wherever you found me rotting bones in this god-cursed cavern. I was born in a little town on the north coast of Skyrim called Dunbarrow. My mother was a wench and my father was a right bastard. The only thing that either of 'em ever did for me was doing me the favor of selling me off to a sea captain when I was 9. That captain, he taught me everything I'd ever know about sailing, and a few things about the rest, too. You see, he were a smuggler, and he taught me all about smuggling and avoiding the Imperial Navy as he run the schooner out from Daggerfall to Vivek. Shame he were caught and hung. He were as close to a daddy as this old pirate ever knew. Closer than that bastard what sold me off ever were, that's for sure. I don't know why I made him vaguely Georgian, but that's what you get. After the captain were hung, I got around Hammerfell a lot. Fell in with a few crews here and there, and after a time got myself hired as a midshipman on Captain Calidus's rig. Of course, Calidus was a drunkard, and the damn fool ran his ship aground in an anvil before we could do any real pirating done. So embarrassed were he that he drank himself to death in one of the piss-hole taverns in this flat little seawater town. So there I were, in a backwater port when the war broke out against the usurper. I were on high with a rickety tub and her worthless rot of a captain when the Imperial Navy stole every pirate ship in port to go and fight their war. We was coming back into the dock when we heard about it. Now only a fool don't bite when he smells blood in the water, and that captain of ours was going to hand his rudder over to the Navy. The rest of us, well, we didn't so much like that. We cut his throat and tossed his worthless carcass to the depths for Maris Mora to feast on. The rest of us put keel to this mud hole and broke for the nearest cove to lay low for a while. Now, the thing I learned about war is that it's profitable for just about everyone except the poor bastards who actually have to go and fight it. While the Navy were busy putting down revolution, they were too busy worrying about a bunch of pirates running up and down the Gold Coast. And even better for us, the Navy was needing a stream of supplies up in High Rock to fight and didn't have the ships to escort them. In case you don't be knowing, cargo vessels without escort is a pirate's best friend. In just a couple of years, I had every buccaneer from here to Valenwood flying under me flag. We had dozens of ships and crew, and more men joined on every day. Soldiers and tailors, cast-offs from the war, escaped prisoners. They were the best cutthroats and sons of whores that a pirate captain could ever wish for. Brings a tear to my eye for me to think of them all. But even better than the men were the ships. Captured Navy cutters, refitted privateer galleons, even had a few of them Bosma ships with the funny living sails in my fleet. The finest ship I saved for myself, the Black Flag. You'll find her rotting whole around here. She don't look like much now, but I can tell you that in her day, there were no vessels she couldn't outrun. All these men and ships, we called ourselves the Red Saber. The merchant ships called us Death on the Seas. We got to be so feared that most crews just abandoned ship when they seen our flag on the horizon. With no navy to stop us, Captain Torridon, Abdougal, and the Red Saber was known all over the East. Now, I ain't one to brag, but the Empire had a bounty on me for 40,000 coins. Now, that's something to be proud of. Of course, the poor bastards could never collect on it. Anvil being the wretched den that it is, and most sailors there work for me anyhow, the Legion couldn't never get no one to give me up. I wish those days could have lasted forever, but you know how it is, friend. Ain't nothing good can ever last. I ain't got much time left. Sure, we had plenty of food down here. It lasted for years, but all this time in the wet and the dark, I got something nasty growing in me. What a terrible way to die. Not on the end of an enemy's cutlass, but because of some damn sickness. No seafaring man should die like this. At least I can still hear the water. But I was telling the story of how I got mine, weren't I? I cursed the day that Cameron usurper died at that war ended. 'Cause it was that day that Commodore Fassel Umbernox turned his attention to the Red Saber. A couple of months after the war, that fat, pompous bastard decided to come down here to Anvil and take up port in my town, looking to break up the Red Saber. The Emperor gave him whatever he asked for to campaign against us, despite the coffers being empty from the war in High Rock. When Umbernox couldn't get what he needed from my men in Anvil, he set out looking all over the Abyssinian Sea for the Black Flag. There are hundreds of islands in the Abyssinian, and he landed a crew on each one. He rooted out my men when he couldn't find them, hung those who weren't willing to go peacefully, and jailed those who laid down arms. No matter for how many ships and men it cost him, he kept coming with more and more. We couldn't never get ahead of him, and we couldn't never mount a counterattack. It took him 4 years and a hell of a lot of ships, but that sea rat finally tracked me down. It was my own fault anyway. If I never made the mistake I made, he'd have died before he found me. But a man has to stand up for his mistakes, no matter if it costs him. Besides, ain't like I'll be fooling you, since you're likely staring at me bones as you're reading this. Umbernox had his main force at port, following a lead that I planted. I set sail back to Anvil, hoping to catch him off guard, capture the boats he left behind, and fight him with his own ships in Anvil Bay. Can you imagine the look on his pig's face if it had worked? I thought I'd finally get the whoreson to show his face in a proper fight. I should have known, but he had men there waiting for me. We fought like hell, but we were trapped in the bay. The Navy men set the town on fire to keep us from fleeing onto land. I'm sure that the fine citizens of Cyrodiil didn't weep for the torching of a town of thieves. The main force of Imperial dogs held us until Umbernox showed up in his flagship. Umbernox fought me to the last ship, and in the end, the bay was filled with sunken and burning boats. If I weren't fighting for my life, I'd have probably thought it were beautiful. So the Black Flag and Umbernox's rickety tub were the only ones that were still floating and fighting when dawn come. So I did what any pirate with sense would do. I tried to run. Now understand, I'm a right bastard in me own way. I'm a pirate, a murderer, a thief, and I certainly ain't never believed in a fair fight. But there's a line and an unspoken code between sailing men, and Umbernox went too far. He had mages on his ship. Mages ain't never been allowed on my boats. They're no good. Bad luck. And I don't trust them. Turns out, I was right. I cut across the south side of the bay, along the huge cliff wall that used to be there. I had me helmsman stay as close as he could to the cursed cliff. I could hear those mages from the deck of Umbernox's ship yelling some nonsense into the wind. A few rocks fell onto my deck, a few more, and then the whole bloody cliff came crashing down on top of me. Now don't you worry, I didn't die just then. The cliff collapsed around the ship, making this damned cavern. Better than it just fell on us, but no. It sealed the Black Flag, her crew, and me under tons of rock. We were buggered. I seen me own bloods more times than I could ever count. But seeing the ragged mess that just come up out of me lungs just now is the only time I ever been afraid of it. I guess I should be getting to the last bit of my story. Me and me crew were trapped down here, never to see the light again or some rot. We tried digging out. We tried blasting out. We tried calling to the Nines and the Daedric Princes for help. Nothing worked. Some of the men went crazy when we figured out that there was just no getting out, but most of us just accepted what fate had dealt us. We made the hulk of the Black Flag into the best home that we could and tried making a life of it down here. We had plenty of stores with us, and since most of the crew were killed in the fight, it was more than enough to go around. I will tell you, though, that you ain't known suffering until you ate nothing but hard rations for 20-some years. All the pain I ever caused anyone has been paid back to me tenfold and having to eat the same filth every day for the whole time I've been down here. Then Grim died off. Grim was the first. One by one, the boys have been dropping off. They all got the same sickness I ended up with. We buried him where we could, threw him in the water when we didn't have strength to bury him. Finally, we just made him walk to the far side of the cabin for a couple days before the sickness ran its course. I'm the last, and I suppose that makes sense. The great Captain Dougal, defeated by facile Umbernox and buried alive forever. I wonder what became of Anvil. Probably let it burn and swept the ashes into the sea. Umbernox probably went back to the Imperial City to pat himself on the back and be rewarded with lands and titles. Like I said way back in the beginning, I don't expect nobody to ever read this, but if by chance someone does find my carcass down here in this pit, do an old seaman a favor. Track down whatever descendants that fat old sack Umbernox may have, and tell him that Torridon Ap Dougal says hello. Yeah, that didn't sound bitter at all. Okay, so that should have been the last of them. Apparently not. Okay. Who is still here? Ah, I see you. I don't know why I jumped. I still have to run all the way over there. Hey, buddy. In the tibia. I've destroyed the last of the undead pirates and claimed Dunbarrow Cove as my own. The cavern and the hulk of the Black Flag are in terrible condition after hundreds of years underground. I should speak with Dahlia Rackham of the Clarabella. She will be able to assist me in hiring a crew to turn Dunbarrow Cove into a suitable base of operations. So, now we've got the Sanctuary, we've got the Old Brotherhood Sanctuary, or rather the Old Crimson Scar Sanctuary at Deepscorn Hollow, and now we have Dunbarrow Cove. And Frostcrag Spire. We are just racking up bases. I guess we have Lucien's safe house too. Even though right now that's currently under watch by the Black Hand. You know, one day I'm really going to have to find the patience to figure out how to retroactively chroma key that green screen behind me. Oh, hey, look, we leveled up and I missed it. Huh. Alright, so we're going to go back to following a lead. We're just going to fast travel to the Anvil main gate because I don't feel like swimming over there. Right, so that's where we want to watch. We're just gonna wait a few hours, see what happens. Oh, hi. I hope you don't mind me doing this. Bethesda physics! Alright. When does our boy get here? Wait to buy the dead drop until the courier comes. Okay. I guess we're just gonna wait in hour increments. Oh wait, do I actually like have to be here for it to count? Oh shit. Ungolem is dead. Silencer, you have served me far better than I could have ever imagined. Is there no challenge you could meet? No opponent you can't best? We shall see. Your next target is a high elf whore named Quinn. She has been difficult to locate, but you might try asking around the Grey Mare and Coral or the Bridge Inn in Shadenhall. Like all of your targets, Quinn is a skilled fighter and will not be eliminated easily. When Quinn is dead, I will have your reward and next contract waiting at the next dead drop, under one of the beds in Leowin Coast Guard Station. Well, that is not correct. Why did we not find our boy here? Okay. Not you.
You've got some nimble fingers. What have you been
We are
getting into?
looking for a wood elf.
Oh,
Yeah, that one specifically.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It was the robed man. He paid me to put those things in the barrel. I don't know his name, and his face was in shadow. He called to me yesterday as I walked by the lighthouse. I think he lives there. Or he did anyway. He told me he was leaving Anvil. I'm sorry, but that's all I know.
You folded really quickly.
No, please! The lighthouse, just outside the city walls. I think the robed man lives there, in the cellar. I don't know what goes on down there, but there's a horrible smell coming from underneath that door. It's like something died inside. Listen, that's all I know, really. Maybe Ulfgar Fogeye can tell you more. He's the lighthouse keeper and probably rented out the cellar. Talk to Ulfgar. He's sure to have the key to the cellar, you know, if you want to get down there. Now, please, just let me go.
Cool. So, where's my payment?
Leave me alone, all right? I don't want no trouble.
No. You give me that 522 gold.
Pickpocket! Guard your purses!
It's all over, lawbreaker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Then pay with your...
No. We're gonna resist arrest. We're gonna make sure he dies. Nobody takes my payment.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Your presence
Get
here will
back
not be
here.
tolerated. Someone's been murdered.
Thank you. I will also take that. You know what? I'll just take everything you got. And now we have to run. What's fair? Sorry, Nox, I didn't quite see when you posted that.
The wizard!
Oh, yeah, well. He's apparently a merchant, but, he's not essential. So...
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
I mean, you're gonna tolerate it. Especially since you guys can't breathe underwater. Where's my magic? That better be a mud crab. Damn, how many doors do I have to go through? Oh, I guess he was downstairs. Oh, don't tell me we froze. There we go. Hey, there you are. Ulfgar.
Well now, what might you want?
Give me the key to your basement.
What? What's the meaning of this? What's going on here? Oh, I don't want no trouble. Here, take the damn key.
Okay. So. Okay, first of all, where's the trapdoor? I'm gonna turn off the lamp. There it is. I don't know if you can jump off that railing, but I really did not want to try and find out. Okay, so nothing there. Hey, what the hell? You left me alone in the lighthouse. Leave me alone now. Nope. Get that pokey stick away from me. Go away. Good dick. I mean, it would if you just stand still for a headshot.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Well, this is the part where you die.
This ends here.
Look, one of us works for the Dreadfather Sithith. The other is a guard. Who do you think is going to win here? Also, I have more potions of healing than you. Dick shot. I'll take those. Okay, cool. Now, let's find out what our boy was hiding. I've gained entry to the Anvil Lighthouse cellar. I'm gonna now search the cellar for some clue to the Dark Brotherhood traitor's identity or motives. Well, there's a dead dog. Some pumpkins. Is that a goat? It's a fucking sheep. Oh, well. Definitely been busy. Iron War Axe. Okay, that's an arm. Oh, hey, look, a dog. Hey, buddy. Let me just kill you before I even open the door. Thank you for poking your head through the door. Fucking weirdo. You are become one with door. Okay. So far, he hasn't left much behind. He's definitely been practicing, though. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's all right, Mother. It's almost over. I'm close. So very close. How long have we struggled? How long have we waited? Too long, I know. But it's almost over. I promise. Kill him, 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 kill him. Mommy, mommy, as you lie, the dark man comes and makes you die. My daddy's hands are red with guilt because he killed the life we built. I hate it. All this lying, all this pretending. Sithis and the 5 tenets be damned. How long do I have to live by their rules? How long before I get my chance? I saw Lucien LeChance yesterday. He was in the sanctuary talking with Ochiva. He was right there. So close I could have severed his spine in less than a heartbeat. Oh, Mother. Never before I've had to exercise such self-control. What's sickeningly ironic is that it was the Dark Brotherhood's discipline that allowed me to restrain myself. I've been part of their family for so long, it's a part of me, whether I like it or not. And in all that time, I fooled them all. They see me as a fellow member of the Brother, a trusted family member. Someday soon, I will learn the truth about the Night Mother, and when I do, I will use that trust to get close to her. Close enough so that I may rend the head from her body, just as Lucien LeChance did to you so long ago. Damn it, Mother. Why did it have to be this way? Maria was so beautiful. She was perfect in so many ways. Why couldn't she handle the truth? Why couldn't she realize her family didn't really love her? She was a murderer like the rest of us, paid to kill in the name of Sithis. I really thought we could be together, make a real family, with real love. but she told me she could never accept your place in my life. So now she's gone. She didn't deserve to live after the horrible things she said about you. I never should have told her. I know. I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. The others will never find her. Don't worry. There's nothing left of her to find. I like to lie in the grass and watch. I did it, Mother! I killed them all! I killed them and I cursed them to wander their ship in undeath for all eternity. They came to talk to the old man in the lighthouse. When they saw me, they could have kept walking. But no. They laughed. They laughed at me, Mother. They called me names. They said I was strange, that I was a human rat living here in the cellar of the lighthouse. They did not know who they were dealing with. So I snuck on board later that night, and I slit their throats. Every last one of them. So there the Serpent's Wake sits. The ghost ship of Anvil, they call it now. Some wonderful news, Mother. Advancement at last. Lucien LeChance paid a visit to the sanctuary today to talk with me. He told me the Black Hand needed my services. One of the other speakers is looking to replace his assistant, who was killed fulfilling a contract. So Lucien LeChance suggested me. I met with the speaker and will serve as his new silencer. Ha! LeChance might as well have given me a contract to kill the Night Mother herself. I am now one step closer to realizing our dream. I will learn the Night Mother's identity and tear the heart from her chest. Oh, yes. And I have something special planned for LeChance himself. Mommy, I'm so afraid. I miss you, Mommy. I just want you to kiss me again. Father prayed, and guess who came? The hooded man in Sithis' name, who left, but then he came once more to pass through window, wall, and door. I lie in fear, my mouth agape, as wicked blade did cleave your nape, for I was watching neath the bed to see the falling of your head, and when your face lay on the floor, our loving eyes did meet once more, and so I pledged to you that day the brotherhood would dearly pay, and just as they took me from you, I'd find and kill their mother too. There's some place I need to start, and that's with Father's beating heart. And when that's done, I'll sing and dance to celebrate a dead LeChance. A bunch of fucking colors. I've been careless. Too careless. The bodies, the burnings, killing that fool Blanchard was the worst mistake I've made so far. I was seen. I was cloaked and hooded and escaped into shadow, but no one learned my true identity. But now the Black Hand is suspicious. They suspect treachery. Suspect a traitor. I must be more cautious than ever. When in the snow, I like to lie and fold my arms and wait to die. I've been switching them! Switching the dead drops! It was so easy. I tracked LeChance from his lair at Fort Farragut to the first dead drop location. After LeChance played the orders, when I was sure he was gone, I switched them. It was so easy. Now LeChance's full silencer is working for us, Mother. Oh, the fun we'll have. One of the Black Hand told me they haven't seen such an ambitious family member since I first joined the Dark Brotherhood. I will use that very ambition to my own advantage. The fool will never question the dead drops. And as I write this en route to the first target, one of the very members of the Black Hand. So it begins. LeChance's silencer will kill one high-ranking brother member, then another, and so on, until the entire family implodes. Eventually, as is the custom, the survivors will consult the Night Mother and seek her guidance. When that day comes, I will be there, ready to plunge a knife into that dark, horse-fitted heart. Lucien LeChance will die. Yeah, I was going for Cicero. I've discovered the traitor's diary. He has been in the Dark Brotherhood for years and is now a member of the Black Hand. His goal is revenge against Lucien LeChance and all of the Brotherhood for the murder of his mother when he was a child. He actually plans on killing the Night Mother. I must return to Lucien LeChance at once, at the farm called Applewatch, and give him this information. And so I shall, but first... Yoink! You plan on killing my Night Mother? I'll carry the bitch of your mother with me in my bag. Sometimes I think I only have one voice, but then I start doing stuff like this and I realize it's all just a matter of getting lost in it. Okay, so I don't think there's any enemies nearby since we've murdered them. It's Malakath's Shrine. Battlehorn Castle, which is another little base for us, but we're not going to go there yet. Screw it. We'll just head straight to Apple Watch. Okay, we're going to wait on the land to load. There we go. Oh, look, it's a family reunion. Grave of Sibylla. Here lies Sibylla Draconis. She died as she lived, like a beast. Here lies Kalia Draconis, dedicated daughter and noble member of the Leowin City Watch, killed in action. Here lies Andreas Draconis, dutiful son and master brewman. May he forever serve Azura in the afterlife. Here lies Matthias Draconis. His mother always told him he'd end up dead if he didn't clean up his life. Here lies Perennia Draconis, kind and gentle matron of the Draconis family. May her spirit forever curse the murderer who stole her precious life. Oh, now they want to curse us. Well, yoink. Oh, hey, look. Wow, you didn't even get a chance to swing at me. Good girl, Shadowmere. You're getting extra pets, a brushing, a bath, and apples for that. Okay, so we're going to put the Blade of Woe on because it just seems appropriate at this point. And then the best way to make sure that we have the rat trap for the traitor is to make sure that Mother's head is ready to go. So let's go. See what we got at Apple Watch.
Silencer, at last you've arrived. Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end. I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucien LeChance. No longer will you serve as his puppet. It seems LeChance wanted revenge against the Dark Brotherhood for some reason, and used you to do his dirty work. But now we can begin anew. I bestow upon you the title of Speaker. You will take Lucien LeChance's place on the Black Hand. Welcome.
Oh,
As you know,
I'm a speaker now.
The Black Hand is now in a state of disarray. LeChance ordered you to kill us off. We five, including you, are now all that remain. Even worse, you killed the listener. The Black Hand without a listener is like a hand with no thumb. Even the listener's successor is dead. So, we have no choice but to invoke an ancient ritual. We must wake the Night Mother from her slumber and seek her guidance. Between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., ask me about the Night Mother, and we will away to Our Lady's home. Only then will the ritual begin. This is no time for gossip-mongering. A dark destiny awaits us.
Okay, what about Lucien?
When we confronted LeChance, he tried to defend himself, tried to declare his innocence. But we would not hear his treacherous lies. As you can see, he was no match for the combined power of the Black Hand, even weakened as we are.
You know, for an organization who has a rank specifically called Listener, I would think listening would be an important thing. Anyways, tell me about the Night Mother.
You must understand our need for darkness and secrecy. Speak to me only between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., and we will be off.
Okay. Oh
May we
no.
forever serve the Night
Lucien!
Mother.
Greetings, fellow speaker.
Oh, they took your jaw and an eyeball. Most of your chest there, buddy. Nope, left you a hand. Your feet are intact. Your legs have been better.
Greetings, fellow speaker.
Lucien LeChance has been murdered, stripped, and mutilated by the Black Hand. Apparently, they thought he was a traitor and punished him accordingly.
May we forever serve the Night Mother.
Alright, so we've got Banisalor, Belisarius Auris,
The Black Hand welcomes you.
Arquin. You guys have played Skyrim, right? Because I got a question for you.
You are like an unholy vision.
Have
So
you heard
beautiful.
the tale
May we forever
of
serve the Night
Matthew
Mother.
Bellamont? So we're gonna have some fun. There's some dialogue here that you don't get to hear unless you're an absolute asshole. And I am an absolute asshole. So we're gonna drop his mother's head right here. Just the traitor's mother's head. We're just gonna pick it up. We're gonna show it to everybody.
Greetings, fellow speaker.
Everybody.
The Black Hand welcomes
But
you.
especially
You
you.
are like an unholy vision. So
We're gonna
beautiful.
drop it.
May we forever serve the Night Mother.
And then we're gonna talk to him.
What? What is that? Is that a head? No, it can't be. Sorry, Speaker. I'm distracted.
Yeah, I bet you are, you dick. I'm keeping this with me.
Greetings, fellow speaker.
Hi,
Our
Banus.
troubles are almost at an end, brother. Soon we will visit the Night Mother, and she will surely guide us.
Tell me about
The
Lucien.
four of us attacking him in unison was as graceful and beautiful as a ballet. The flashing of steel, the spraying of blood. Sit this be with you.
Okay. Belisarius.
Greetings, speaker.
Tell me about Lucien.
Most of my time is now spent on administrative duties. I have not had blood on my hands in far too long. Killing LeChance was pure ecstasy.
You guys are gonna be really pissed off in a few
Sithis
hours.
is master. All hail.
Hello, fellow Speaker. Welcome to the Black Hand. So nice to see you're in one piece.
You tell me about Lucien.
You should take some time to admire his corpse. It really is a thing of beauty. The punctures and slashes are almost poetic.
That doesn't sound suspicious.
The
May
Dread
you always
Father.
walk in the shadow of
The
death.
Black Hand welcomes you.
Alright, so midnight and 3 a.m. So let's see. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. That's 6 p.m. I lost count. Fuck it, we'll do 12 and then we'll go from there. No, we actually went to the next day. Whoopsies.
May we
There we go, that should be midnight.
Dear Speaker, when darkness shrouds the Empire, we can travel to the resting place of the Night Mother and begin the ritual of awakening.
Yeah, well, let's go.
The Night Mother must be awakened so that we may seek her guidance. Are you ready to travel now to her resting place?
Yeah.
Very good, and so it begins, the Black Hand's journey into a darkness few can imagine. Let us be off. The Night Mother awaits.
Teleportation! Oh, look, it's a lucky old lady.
Behold the Night Mother. The locals call this statue the Lucky Old Lady. They have no idea how lucky they really are. For this stone effigy masks the entrance into the Dark Brotherhood's most revered unholy site, the crypt of the Night Mother herself. In a moment, we will begin. I will recite an incantation, and we can proceed down into the crypt and seek an audience with the Night Mother. I know this is all very overwhelming, dear child. Just follow along and you'll be fine. Now, let's go see what the future holds, shall we?
You know, before we do that...
Unholy matron,
we're
we of the
stuck in
Black
that
Hand beseech you. Reveal yourself now, most magnificent Night Mother, so that we may seek your guidance.
The incantation has revealed the hidden door to the Night Mother's crypt. I must follow the other members of the Black Hand down into the crypt. Once we're down there, the traitor will surely try to destroy the Night Mother. I must stop the traitor at all costs. Okay. We're gonna switch out our base ring of shadows here. We don't really need the chameleon. Unfortunately, our armor's broken, so it's really not doing much for us. Alright. Can't repair that either because it's magic.
It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Pay your fine, or I'll haul you away.
Right. I'm gonna say no.
With your blood.
Crypt and the Night Mother.
What is the meaning of this desecration? Who has disturbed my ancient slumber?
Dearest Night Mother, most unholy maiden, please, we beg your mercy in this our time of need. The Black Hand seeks your guidance.
Ah, yes, I have been expecting you. The listener now kneels by Sithis, as does his successor. There is a traitor amongst you.
The traitor is dead, dear mother. We have come now to ask your blessing. Anoint one of us your listeners so we can restore the Black Hand.
Foolish little girl. Lucien Lachance served Sithis till his dying breath. The Black Hand remains tainted by betrayal. Restoration is impossible.
Enough. Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me. I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
What treachery? The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him! Let's get this over with!
You know, it's kind of like when the Night Mother says, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?" It's a sign that you didn't do good.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. You're worst. I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. I'm just warming up, you.
The traitor, Matthew Bellamont, is dead, and the crisis that has plagued the Dark Brotherhood is now over. The Night Mother still needs to name a new listener. I should wait and hear what she has to say.
Worm.
Matthew, just give me everything you have. Hi, Banus. You guys aren't using it, so this is all mine now.
So, at last we meet. I have been following your strange journey through the Dark Brotherhood, young one. Your killing of the old man Bainland, the execution of Adamus Philida, the way you stalked and murdered each member of the Draconis family. Your purification of the Cheydinhal Sanctuary. You, a mere underling, even managed to single-handedly eliminate half of my Black Hand.
Thanks, Mom.
So you did, my child. So you did. You obeyed your orders and showed no mercy or remorse. How could I ask for a better servant? If only my other children had served me so well. You see, I have known of Matthew Bellamont's intentions since he was just a boy. I knew of his thirst for vengeance. I could have informed my listener, but I refused. Refused to reward such incompetence. Ungol was weak. Indeed, I allowed Matthew Bellamont to proceed on his destructive course, just as I allowed you to intercept him.
So you wove our destinies together?
Yes, dear child, yes. The Dread Father foresaw it all. You were meant to kill the traitor. You were meant to be named listener of the Black Hand. You possess strength and cunning, and a heart as black as midnight. You were marked by Sithis the moment you emerged from your mother's womb.
Well, what happens now, Mom?
Go, take a few moments to collect yourself. Meditate upon all that has transpired. Help yourself to any treasures this crypt may offer. When you are ready, speak with me again, and I will deliver you safely to the only place you can truly call home, the Cheydinhal Sanctuary. There is much work to be done, and when you are back in the sanctuary, speak with Arquen. She will serve as your humble servant and guide.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, look, dead babies. I'll take the blood grass. Bone meal. Oh, hell yeah. Well, because he didn't understand the loyalty and the beauty that is the Night Mother. This is what happens when you don't talk about our dread father Sithis. Okay, is that all of our chests? Yep, I think it is. Don't want to forget the sword, though.
The Night Mother wishes for you to take some time to consider your new position. We will speak when we are back in the sanctuary.
Okay. Put me on a bus, Mom.
You've returned. I trust you've weighed the importance of your new position. For you will soon hear words that will change lives, alter destinies. And I hope you've taken everything you desire from my crypt. Once you leave, you will be unable to return. Now, are you ready to begin your new life?
Let's go.
Very good. Now begins your true journey. We will soon become very intimate, you and I.
Okay, that was a bit creepy.
Before I send you away, however, I would like to present you with a rather special reward. I see you still possess the Blade of Woe, the weapon given you by Lucien LeChance when you first met. Allow me now to unlock its true power. Yes, you will now find the Blade of Woe a bit more potent than it was. Now go. Leave this crypt and serve our dread father till your dying breath.
I mean, everybody in the Dark Brotherhood has some amount of mommy issues. And daddy issues. Just parental issues. Arquin and I have been teleported to the Chaden Hall Sanctuary. I should now speak with Arquin, who will serve as my servant and guide in the days to come.
Honored listener, I offer myself as your humble servant and guide. Please allow me to mentor you in your new role. Here's what I believe we should do next. I will stay here and attempt to re-establish this sanctuary. I will begin recruiting new members. You must fulfill your new duties. The statue in Breville serves as a conduit between the Night Mother and the listener. Once a week, you must visit the statue. Talk to it. You will be presented with a list of names and locations. These are people who have prayed to the Night Mother. They request a visit from a speaker to arrange someone's assassination. All you need to do is visit the statue once a week, get the list of names and locations, and pass it on to me here in the sanctuary. Do this, and I will give you your share of the sanctuary's weekly earnings. There's so much work to be done. So much work.
No rest for the wicked. Oh, I'm glad to see that you're back. Some amazing ideas for my channel theme. It's fun now that we've got all these bots and shit. Thank you, Knox. Okay, where's this ease burden? Oh, that didn't help. Great. And here come the guards.
It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end.
Fine, fine. I'll go to jail.
Hope you rot.
I'll take the hit to my skills. Because I don't think I even have. Oh yeah, I do have 2,000 gold, don't I? Well, that was disgustingly easy.
What's the matter? Getting tired? Why won't you die?
I was just...
This ends here! Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law.
Fine.
That's too bad. Okay.
Pay the damn goal.
You look like a shrewd businessman.
A shrewd business...
How are you?
Okay, if that's what you want to call it.
Hi there.
We gotta get back to the barracks. I could have sworn we had the key. Oh, it's in the evidence chest, I guess. Why are you naked? And you're ugly.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? You came up to me.
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there. Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or guardsman in the Imperial City? He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk. What are you looking for? Both inns are next to the west gate. Goodbye.
Excuse me. I'm on duty.
Okay. I didn't say I wanted to talk to you.
Take care.
Protect and serve. It's what we do.
Stop talking to me.
The Two Sisters is a fine place. And the Two Sisters themselves are nice people, too. I'm your... Speak, citizen.
Stop
Really
talking to
good.
me.
Excuse me. I'm on duty.
Okay.
What do you want?
Leave me alone.
Morning.
Shut up.
State your business.
I didn't talk to you.
Bye.
What can I do for you?
You can leave me alone.
Bye. What is it now?
That was annoying as hell.
Yes?
Hello.
We'll wait until 9 a.m. So at least now everything's open.
Tidings, citizen.
No, I'm quite naked. There we go. It's a shame those don't stack. Can't jump. Dude, why is everybody naked? Did Shadenhall become like a town of weird... I don't even know. Like, did they just become a town of exhibitionists while we were gone? Is this how we're distracting from the Dark Brotherhood coming back? Just everybody's naked?
What?
Hi, Tertia. First of all,
Can't
repair.
go into battle with broken equipment.
Yes, thank you. Just repair everything.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
I don't know. First, let's see if I can interest you in some of mine.
A fine transaction.
Mercantile mastery increased. Negotiation, bargaining, dickering, haggling. They're all a means to an end, getting the best price for your goods. You are now an expert of mercantile. All merchants in the world now have 500 more gold available. You can invest in the shop to permanently increase that merchant's available gold by an additional 500. Cool.
An excellent bargain. You drive a hard bargain.
No, we're not giving away.
That's a good deal. That's more than I'd usually. That seems a fair price. You drive a hard bargain. That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. That seems a fair price.
I appreciate that you don't ask me where I got all these random discarded clothing.
Thank you. Come again. I would gladly let you invest in my shop.
Cool.
Me seeing you.
We're now invested. Thanks. Now I need a bed. Okay, the west gate. Okay, so we're right here. We got books. Chedenhall Bridge Inn. Or the Newlands Lodge. I like the sound of a lodge better.
Dawn is breaking. Goodbye. I'm the charwoman at Riverside, Tanasa Arano. I clean up after Voronil and his parties.
Okay,
Leave
well, you're
me
not the one I want
alone.
to talk to.
I'm Tulisi Giris. I'm a maid at...
Okay, you're still not the
Enough
one I want to
talk.
talk to.
What? Welcome to the new... This is a dark elf bar. Fighting is fine with me too, only the god objects, and they'll fine you or lock you up. Not my call.
So spitting, fighting, swearing, all good. I like this place.
I would gladly let you invest.
Yeah, I'm also
I
going to
do have
invest
a
in
bed available for 10 gold a night.
I'll take it.
Just up the stairs there, and it's the door on the right. Thank you. Enough talk. How do you do?
Okay, we have ascended to level 13. It's the most amazing thing. Yesterday was hard, and today it's easy. Just a good night's sleep, and yesterday's mysteries are today's masteries. Okay, we're going to put some more into intelligence. And of course, into strength. And then endurance. There we go.
By what right?
Oh, look, we can still level up. Today you wake up full of energy and ideas, and you know, somehow, that overnight everything has changed. What a difference a day makes! Okay, there we go. We good? We're good. We're good. Okay, why am I over encumbered again all of a sudden?
How can I help you today, friend?
Oh, because my feather wore off.
Hurry up.
There we go. What's our Blade of Woe do now? It does a whole whopping 3 damage. But it also does damage willpower on strike, damage health on strike, demoralize on strike, and fortify magicka on strike. Okay, I can deal with that. But I'm going to leave this here for right now. We are now listener of the Black Hand, so we're good on that. And I am going to go ahead and switch over. I think I'm going to give it about a half hour
I have heard that the
so that I
great
can
houses
rest,
of Morrowind
recover, get
are in
another
upheaval.
drink, and then I think I'm going to
Indriel is
stream
in
some more
ruins,
blueprints.
and Redoran is
So
besieged
be
by the
sure to
lords
join
of
me
Skyrim.
in a half hour. I'll see you guys then.